Help! I've been tossed overboard.
I'll have to bill you extra for my time.
Screw it.
Welcome to the show. You look incredible, like a dessert that owns a yacht.
That's exactly the vibe I was going for. You know, sweet but slightly out of your tax bracket.
Mission
blazing the whip, gotta vanquish the needs. My kingdom for some poppy seeds. Yo.
Gold on my neck, gold on my hand, purple with the stripes, that's the walk of a man. Sidewalk shining, city lights humming, every step I take, they know a boss is coming.
Is that a poppy seed? You realize I'm your PO, right? Straight to booking.
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThATuMBRELLAgUy. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me. I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me.
You know what? I talk to your mayor.
Army of one. Getting masked up and rolling over snitches. Sitting them like the cruise line, baby, to throw out the E-stitches. A wrecking ball to all their scams, the grifts they sold as free. The lawyers, the lies, the 50s is paid, blocking out the only me. How many claims are left in ruins? Oh, let us count the ways. A memorial, 20K on fencing, a fortune turned into 18K. What's the sound of two brain cells fighting for last place? If you guess the ecosystem, that's right. You got lies about money, a fortune squandered, thousands flagrantly misused. And unlike sickness, there's sadly no cure for stupid. This isn't just a mic drop, it's yet another nuke, asking what they're gonna do when their money turns to poof. The greatest truth out there, they know the truth in what I wrote. But to quote you ecosystem pals, they've already tossed you off the boat. I hope you can float, lady, because they've abandoned you. Abandoned. That's right.
What's up, folks? How's it going today? Welcome to another week of stupid people.
That's what we should. Maybe the new show should be called Stupid People.
I feel like it. The stupid that never ends. I swear.
Stupid people. They're coming for me.
Oh man, I do feel like they really are coming after me these days.
Stupid people, they won't let us be.
Oh my God, we have a pretty fun show. We'll drop a little bombshell on you for today too. It's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, we're going to talk about how one jackass actually apparently did contact the FBI. We had the paper on that, and we have them contradicting themselves already, telling you, yeah, they contacted the FBI, said we were all involved in some conspiracy, and then we're like, well, I don't really know if they are. Oh no. There's also been some changes too, apparently in this story. So I was catching up on a little bit. I saw a post, by the way. I can't keep up with it. The thing the story slithers so much in this. It's so strange. But here, I saw this post, and Susan Davis is very good at keeping up with this insanity.
Very good.
Yes. So Susan Davis noted here's a little problem with Federico's current story. Now she's saying that someone called and spoke with the assistant principal. It wasn't the principal. Now it's the assistant.
Why does this
principal.
story keep changing?
Because I wonder if any of it's true at all.
It doesn't sound true.
I mean, all of it just keeps slithering and sliding around. In fact,
it's like my brother's sister's cousin's boyfriend said.
Well, it's strange too. So remember at first it was a principal, right? And I mean, remember how crazy this story was at first. we had entire school districts shutting down, 3,000 children without the education for the day, police, mayhem. It was insanity, right? Mm-hmm. Then it became, over time, it was, well, there was a caller that said that they were the famous YouTuber Jeremy Hales. Now, anybody adding the famous YouTuber, that sounds like an ecosystem thing right there, because Jeremy, I don't know anybody that refers to him as the famous YouTuber. That's bizarre. So,
it would be really bizarre if he referred to himself like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Jeremy Hales, a famous YouTuber. Does that ring true to anyone?
Just sounds so weird. And apparently out of those hundreds of emails, there were only two that made it through to anybody. So there were only 2 emails from all of that. Then, but it was still a principal. Then it became recently, it was still the principal, and the principal recognized it had to be DJ Radis, because DJ Radis, he wrote what it was 11 days after the fact, and in doing that, apparently that morphed into he actually made the original call, according to them, and the principal actually recognized the Australian accent, which I was like, that's not right. That's not what you told us before. And now there's some stuff about a system. I don't know. I can't keep up anymore. I don't know what the hell's supposed to happen.
Who does introduce themselves as famous, though? Bruce.
That's true.
I wonder if Bruce can do an Australian accent.
Good day, mate.
Good day, mate.
Oh God, it was me. Good day, mate. What I did, I was like, "Good day, mate. I'm the famous YouTuber." German
Nar.
Blind cracky.
Shrimp on the bobby.
Good day, mate. Boomerangs. They'd be like, "What the fuck is that?" Down here with putting a little shrimp on the barbie.
I think we have the worst Australian accents on the internet.
Eat it Outback.
It was a waiter from Outback Steakhouse, actually.
One of the guys over on Flashcast, Raging Wino, he's an Aussie, right? And one day we sit down and we showed him all the Outback food. We were showing him the Australian stuff. And he's like, "What in the hell is this?" I was like, "Yeah, that's real Australian, man." He was like, "No, it's not." Oh my God. Oh, salty dog. I know. I saw that. Yeah. Yep. You know about the homelessness. I know. You saw me wandering down the down the turnpike. It was so rough. That was a really funny day, by the way. So I redirected to just J Hip. And right when I redirected, this guy started walking down this skid row where they, there
That was
people
so
watch.
funny. I also tuned in at just that moment you were sending everyone over,
Yeah.
and I could not believe it. Within seconds, Jay was screaming, "It's Doug! It's Doug!" And I look up, and sure enough,
Yeah.
there's your umbrella bopping up and down Skid Row. You gotta be kidding me. That was epic timing.
That was really funny.
And now
So-
you've been doxed. He doxed you. You're gonna have
yeah,
to
no,
move.
what a monster, man. It was just after my world class rise and fall, my according to the FATs, according to my world renowned divorce and epic fall. I guess I'm living in the streets picking up soggy breadsticks.
Yep. You're
Yeah, I know.
you're
If you'd
quote
like to help
unquote,
me
you're
get-
living in a cardboard box with me.
Well, if you want to help me get off the streets there, consider the super chats. That's what I'm saying. If you feel a little sad for you already in the jail systems, oh man, it's all falling apart. It's
You
all
need a box avatar like me. Don't you have a tug in a box yet?
I had to sell it.
You-
I did. I had to sell it for the cost of shoestrings. It was sad, Yeah, it was pretty sad. I know. You're like, man, that's a terrible story. I know. That's exactly what I'm saying. Actually, I heard the funniest thing over on the Fats, by the way. They were they got out there and they were crying for a car, I need a car down payment. And, it was really funny because everything they tried guilting their jet. They tried asking, they tried crying, and nothing worked.
Nothing worked.
Yeah.
But didn't she also say she did buy a car?
Yeah, that's the way I took that. I thought, man, is that Lynette's money going for a car?
I mean, it's interesting. And she also said she would take the Kofi or the I think you're supposed to
Coffee.
say coffee,
It's
but she says Kofi
K-O-F-I. Mhm.
or Ko-Fi because she doesn't know that it's coffee.
Yeah.
But yeah, she said all her coffee tips would go towards this car. But then in the same breath, she said she decided not to save her money for lawsuits. That was the weird thing. She said, I'm not going to save all my money for lawsuits. I've decided to spend some of it and get myself a car. Is that where Lynette's money went?
Yes, it's where it's going. That's what we've been saying. And she told Lynette, if if you act up and you try to sue me or do anything, I'm going to spend your money on coming after you. It's amazing. Oh my Lord, it's so great.
Unreal.
Yes. So if you super chat today, I'm going to note, please. Starting now, please super chat for a car. Now I already have a vehicle, but that
You could always use another one.
yeah. I'll it'll be an imaginary car. It'll be great. We'll do a car thumbnail or something. Driving around in it. I did find something really interesting. So this whole lips thing now, it's become a gotcha, right? They're like, ah ha ha, we actually played everybody. She was really just playing things. And I thought, isn't that weird? Because just a couple of days prior to that, she was crying on her stream about how they were all buddies at one time. They were all best friends, right? She was such a good pal. And she raised money off of that.
Mm-hmm.
So
and everybody was giving her the, this is just terrible to be backstabbed by someone like this, and we support you, and all the nonsense. So was she lying to her chat then, just for the grift?
That's what.
Because then she's trying to say, oh, but no, it's a put on. What?
Yeah, it was a put on that again, they're just trying to talk themselves out of a really stupid hole. In fact, check this out, folks. This was really
stupid people digging stupid holes. That's what we're dealing with here, folks.
Well, if they didn't dig stupid holes, we wouldn't have anything to laugh at.
That's true.
Man, hey, hold it for a second. I got a call.
Sure. Notice, chat, how Tug is so good at using that mute button You don't have to hear him coughing and hacking in your ear. It's the little things you should be grateful for, and make sure that you send super thanks and super tips to say thank you, Tug, for not coughing in our ears and using your mute button appropriately.
Lozenge money.
Lozenge money.
Good Lord. Oh, I had tears come up in my eyes for a minute there. I was like,
I hate that.
Yeah. I was like,
that's what happened to me last night.
I know, that's why I took over this.
When you took over, it was so funny because I was like, I'm dying here. Like, I choked on like a piece of dust or something.
By the way, I just want to show the fats here. Just making sure they understand, you know. Look at this. Man, the car down payments are starting to come in. You know?
By the way, speaking of cars, I still don't have mine back. Still.
Really? Still not.
They say I'm going to get it back on the 8th. We'll see if that happens. I
thought it was supposedly terrible. Remember when you mentioned all that, by the way, they were like, oh my God, you can't talk about cars.
Right.
You know? Oh man, check it out too. Yep. Jay said that car money too. Car money for Lisa not to have a car fund. Yeah, there you go.
The memorial for the car that never
That's right. It's car money for Fleesa not to have a car. There we go. Bam.
They will never give her.
Yeah, that's
Don't
right.
worry,
I love
Send Fleeca's car money right here.
Send that car money to me, baby.
And we will make sure that just like my leg warmers, she never gets it.
There have been questions also about when the memorial is going to come in. So I have it on good authority. Thursday, that seems to be our day. You know, it was supposed to be like right around, but it looks like it's going to land on Thursday. So
cool.
Yeah, I wanted to find out about it. I was curious, you know, to see when the stars would align, when all the speculation would come together. It would be amazing there.
Fantastic.
Oh, look at that, man. Look at look there. Jack Miles sending in a little bit of that Rock the Flea Circus world with the truths. That's right. That's car money too.
Car money.
Oh, this is I'm sad that you got doxxed by J Money, you know. Yeah. I know. Terrible. He gave away my Skid Row house. I'm telling you.
He's
can't even move to Skid Row and get away.
He
Jay.
doxes everyone. He doxes himself.
Oh no.
He doxed me. He doxes everyone.
Fiend.
Yep. He can't help himself. He's an idiot. I keep trying to tell people this. No one believes me. And they say, why do you call him an idiot? That's mean. No, but it's true. You don't understand what we have to put up with when you're friends with this man. You have to constantly babysit him and make sure that he's not doxing his friends, and yet he does it anyway. It's unbelievable.
Is the blue bucket hooked to the septic system? Is that why they're digging all these holes? That's a good point. All right, so let's check this out. Now, I'm trying to understand something that happened today, okay, folks? Really am. Look at the car money still flowing. Look at that. Isn't that sexy? Thank you, Slider. I'll hit all super chats, by the way. Just playing around for a minute. But Jeremy posts this. All right. It is a part of a conversation. You can see, you know, portions of it here. You know, what's wrong with being neutral? Da da da. And you have, I'm blocked. Yeah. Oh, please. I'm not taking down the video, taking the video down nor the thumbnail. You should have thought about that before deceiving me. Okay. So we see this, right? Then the Fats put this up. All right. Now you make this suppose. Actually, it doesn't. It looks like a blunder, just like all your other blunders. Here's the real convo, the flea in the green. Okay, so let's look at this. All right, let's see what changes. Lisa, actually, you do it very good.
Okay.
Here you go.
Lisa, I seriously can't believe you created the thumbnail you did. I do not like him on a romantic level. I think he is a nice person. You did a 1.2. What's wrong with being neutral? Why are you doing this to me? Please take that video down.
And here's the answer back. Oh, am I unblocked again? LOL, please. guys. I can channel my inner wildebeest there, Lord. I am not taking the video down with a thumbnail. You should have thought about that before deceiving me. Have you not seen the crazy, shitty posts? Not even about me, but you, Leslie. This man has hurt many people. He plays this great guy, but he has shown who he really is. Stop falling for his BS and get your head out of your ass. Yeah, okay. And then we got just a few minutes later, we have "That's good. LOL. He's an idiot to believe this." This is your. Where's the own at exactly?
Yeah. First of all, it seems to be missing a couple messages. So did she take them out and fabricate this, or did Libs delete them?
We know Fatty here fabricates stuff because we saw her at it. First of all, we've seen her fabricate messages and put them on websites and be like, "Oh, did you see what Tug and Megan were showing?" It's like, wait a minute, the StreamYard doesn't even work that way. How would that even
crazy
work?
You know what else? She said again after last night, I said, "Felisa, you better quit saying that I admitted to calling the school, because that never happened unless you show some proof. Where's the proof of this?" She said it again last night. "Yes, you did." And her own chat asked her, "Where is it? Do you have the recording?" And she completely ignored that, like it never happened, like no one asked her for it. There's no recording because it doesn't exist. None of our videos are taken down. They're all there. You can go and find this alleged thing you say happened, but no.
I'm offended, by the way, today. Look, my accent is so bad. I need to visit. Lord, I swear.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I swear,
Mine's just
I'm
as bad,
offended
though.
by your attempt at my accent.
I'm sure you are. Yeah, what we just did was far more offensive to Australia than what the jokes Nick told the other night.
Indeed.
We have just completely screwed up with our Australian fans. It's over now. Don't expect any Aussie cash coming in tonight.
Good day, mate. That's perfect.
That's not a knife.
This is a knife. Oh Lord. Yep. Everything I learned about Australia, I learned from Crocodile
Dundee. Yep.
Yeah. That's right.
Everybody's favorite Aussie.
Yep, that's true.
Sorry, guys. Us Americans, we're the worst. Like, we don't. Not only do we not learn other languages, but we butcher yours, even though it's still English. Amazing.
By the way, maybe not ask. Is there a non-goal for today? I'm going to say more. At least double where we're at. That'll be good. There.
More. What's the goal? More.
You got to say it like really drum.
I think the goal is Felisa cries. That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's always on my list of things to do today. Make Felisa cry.
It was funny. She was talking about, and she was like, the funny thing was, Germany during the month, they were talking on a daily basis, 2 to 3 hours. First of all, let's make this clear. They weren't phone as in, "Hey buddy, let's talk" communications, that Hales was having with Libs. That is not what was happening at all, because that leaves no paper trail,
Right. We're talking about in writing.
Yes. You want a paper
Mostly.
trail. Yeah. Well,
mostly writing, or when she would very foolishly send voice notes.
By the way, I would like so should we drop the little bombshell now, or should we wait? What do you think?
That is completely up to you, sir. This is your show.
I don't know. We'll wait for a few minutes. Let's let them anticipate it. Like those fingers with anticipation. No, we'll drop it at the back. Okay. It's about the conversation stuff, though. It's wild because we saw all pertinent stuff pertaining to our lawsuit, but we heard some really bad rumor about other things that were just too disturbing to even keywords on that. Wowie. We saw conversations. Like I said, we're in the middle of a lawsuit with her. So of course, we see everything that was that would be pertinent to a lawsuit, you know.
Right.
But then there's rumor about even more sensitive. I'm going to say from Jeremy's horrified reactions and some keywords I heard that I would say they were indeed legit and real. But
right, but that would never be something that I would be looking at.
Yeah, well, that's something that people don't forward anyway, unless it's for your attorney for litigation. That would be between him and the attorney. I don't know. I'm sure everything is shown because I mean this stuff is off the freaking, like, she's off the chain. The stuff that is even lawsuit pertinent, again,
is crazy.
It is fucking crazy
and creepy.
And for them to say it's all a put on. Okay, so something happens during all of this quote unquote put on. You have Chips actually walk in and Lips records him and he's mad. He's very angry because he's finding out exactly what she's doing there. I mean,
yeah, it sure doesn't sound like a put on when you're having a fight with your husband about the inappropriate things you're sending to Jeremy Hales.
Yes, apparently judging from his commentary, again, that's why I would say from his commentary and Jeremy's, what the fuck, like that. And again, more descriptors, but I mean, that's the kind of stuff you're like, holy God, trash can,
trash can, delete.
Yeah. But, I mean, we are talking about very inappropriate stuff. So anyway, Chips.
I would consider it, frankly, I would consider it harassment.
Yeah, for real. I mean, absolutely. She knows they're in a
unsolicited harassment.
Yep. It's bizarre. But I mean,
especially when you consider that she came onto the scene by republishing a certain revenge prawn that was very schmexually harassing.
It's even worse now because now they're saying that she did all of that in order to harass him and to lead him into thinking that she was going to give up stuff. So is that, first of all, she says that she's playing the role of somebody that is mentally unwell, right? That's all a put on, so
yeah, that's not real, folks. Don't believe your lying eyes.
Oh my God. She just played the fact that when she stayed up 3 days in a row, she actually said this, when she stayed up 3 days, that was just a thing to make you wonder, is she crazy?
Well, the foods of the earth do that to you, if you eat too many of the foods of the earth, you will be up for many, many days. Everyone knows this.
What kind of fruits?
I told Ricada, I called him. I was like, you got to get these foods of the earth. It'll keep you up, make you, apparently it's a good substitute for the chemicals. You got to get the foods of the earth.
It's so bizarre, man. But she's sending people this stuff. And again, she's saying that, that all of that is in order to bait him. I mean, again, that would be harassment personified. I mean, my God. But
yeah, and I mean, if someone is sending you this stuff and you're already in a lawsuit with them, like, what are you supposed to do other than catalog it?
Yeah,
and give it to your lawyer.
I mean, if they're talking, you know what? I'm gonna keep asking them questions, and that's exactly what I saw. Asking them questions, and talking about tree houses. I saw
talking about tree. Oh, I love the treehouse discussions. That the treehouse.
Oh, let's can we mention that? I want to mention the treehouse. I want to.
Jeremy is in the chat. We can ask
Jeremy, can I talk about the treehouse? I want to talk about the treehouse.
Please.
Come on, man. You got
to see the
answer. Please. I need to.
I need to tell
everybody about the tree. I need to. I need it. I need it in my life.
We need this.
It's one of the funniest things that I've ever heard of.
Where did he go? He was here a second ago.
I don't know. Let me see. 1 second.
Oh, there. He said yes. Okay.
Oh my God. So okay. So The treehouse. Apparently. So
I'm gonna cry. This is too much.
oh my God. Well,
I
okay.
can't breathe already.
If you go back and you listen to some of the to some of the live streams, like the live stream, for example, we were playing all the game. What was that game called?
Quiplash.
Yeah. So we were all there, and if you listen, Jeremy makes a joke about a treehouse, and I just it takes a second. Oh, kill me! I was like.
Doug was like falling out of his chair, and I'm sure everyone was like, "Why is that funny?"
Yeah, it's because Leslie keeps talking about how she is madly in love with Jeremy. He's so great and buff and wondrous, and she wants to leave her. She wants to leave her man and go and live in a tree house with her, him, and their love forever.
A treehouse.
So Jeremy, at one point in here, Jeremy, she's crazy. She's sending like hundreds of messages. It is unbelievable. I thought, man, if this is what 2L and the gang they deal with, no wonder Volpe turned on her.
Yeah, right.
I'd be like, hell to the no. But Jeremy at one time starts sending her pictures from online about a tree house.
He told her that he had one back in the woods. And it was like this luxury tree house.
He's sending it to her, and she
didn't buy it.
Like, there's no way
I know. I'm like, this is gonna totally blow it.
Yeah,
she's not gonna buy it. She was like, "That's not yours. Is that really yours?" He was like, "Yes, it is. Yes, no one knows about it." What did he call it? My treehouse of my fortress of solitude.
Yeah, my
treehouse of solitude.
Oh my God! It was a Superman shot. I was like, ah.
It was very funny.
Oh my God. But he's sending her one of those, when you look online.
And he kept saying things like, I go there to be quiet and just listen to the birds and feed the squirrels.
Oh my God. That was some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen. Oh my God. I thought I was gonna.
One of my favorite things. I don't think he'll care if I say this, but she was all, "You're so sexy," and his response was, "I've got a dad bod." He's like, "I'm balding with a dad bod." I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm telling you, oh man, like. Her hubby had, I could understand when he walks. I mean, he's mad. He's like, no, he said, I'm going to leave or whatever. And we heard what about the kids? I can't remember which one. It's been a minute. Jeremy, you've got to show some of that tomorrow. You've got to. It's amazing. Lips and chips.
The treehouse thing, that was too much.
Oh my God. I mean,
Jeremy wants to come on. I'm going to send him a link. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, he is totally welcome to come on. Oh my God. The treehouse was my favorite.
We did get a big kick out of that.
Oh, I was dying. But when he told that joke, when we were playing that game there, I was distracted and doing all kinds of stuff and goofing off and whatever. And that just, it hit me. Like anybody can go back and you can see that reaction. And now you understand why. I was like, when that comes out, I've got to tell people what exactly happened there.
Jeremy, check your Gmail. I sent the link there.
Oh.
I can't send it to your phone. I can't send it through my phone. It's too annoying. I can't get this.
Maybe we need a memorial for the treehouse that never was.
No, the best thing would be for Jeremy to actually build one on the 70 acres. And he can make it an Airbnb. You could rent out Jeremy's treehouse of solitude.
Oh my God. It's got like a lip-shaped stepping ladder. Oh my God, that's amazing.
They get like a luxury treehouse. God, it'd be fantastic.
You can be like, well, when you book for 2, you're already there, because lips is love.
Oh, God.
Lips there.
Oh, but in order to at night, like at 2 a.m. though, you get woken up by her videos being played on loudspeakers.
Oh my God, her dancing. You got to have
Yeah.
pictures of her dancing on the walls.
Yeah, it goes off every hour and a half. Like you just like a cuckoo clock, except the cuckoo clock is just replays of her YouTube singing.
I mean, I personally could not believe
the
that.
desert on a horse with no mane.
With no mane. What is happening?
Good to be out of the rain.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, those communications were some of the funniest things. Now, like I said, again, we saw pertinent stuff, but
There he
man,
is.
there he is.
Here he is.
Oh my God.
How's your treehouse of solitude coming?
Oh my goodness, you guys love that joke. That was, I was even laughing when I was writing that stuff.
That was amazing, man. Like when you said, I was like, there's no way this doesn't blow it all up. There's no way. Like those pictures.
You guys are like, no, too much. I'm like, not for this crazy person. Not at all. Nothing could be too much.
Well, she was sending hundreds and hundreds of it was nuts, man.
There's probably thousands of emails and messages I still haven't even read. So she started on one email address. Michael caught her. Michael took her phone, changed her phone number, and then she got an old phone and created another email address that Michael doesn't know about. Then she created a TikTok so that Michael couldn't, because she said Michael didn't know how to get on TikTok. So she created a TikTok. And then she created another TikTok just for me so she could communicate. She made code words and everything. I'm not joking. I am not joking. So I'm gonna show you right now. These are the 2 TikToks, and she created a TikTok just for me under Anna or 1995 Rocks. She had all these code words like come on, focus. Like black meant George and Chips was near and you couldn't talk.
Oh my gosh.
And George is responding to her.
Right.
Oh God.
It's just hilarious.
Yeah, I'm going to say we did know that was something at the beginning because right when all this kicks off, of course, we're in a lawsuit. Yes, we want as much information as possible, but like Jeremy was like, "Hey, man, I'm making sure like I will have evidence that it isn't just me responding."
And just so we're clear, Randy has everything, and I mean everything. George has everything.
Yeah.
And so there is nothing that was hidden from George whatsoever. And there was, you guys remember the one messages? She's like, "You're probably with George right now laughing at me." And George and I are looking at each other. Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, she was so paranoid that you all weren't going to run away to your treehouse of love.
Oh, she wanted in that treehouse of that fortress of solitude. She wanted it where I would escape and feed critters out of my palms of my hands.
He kept telling her that he was friends with squirrels and stuff. It was funny. Oh.
Guys, for all the viewers out there, I put so many jokes in there for Megan and for Tug and for George and for Randy, just because this garbage, and she sent so much garbage, like garbage that you can't wash out of your eyes. And so I put so many jokes in there because they were all blind carbon copied. And just so we're all on the same page, we are all defendants in the same case against her, and Randy is our legal counselor. So the very first thing I did, she begged for my number. You guys saw it. She begged and begged and begged for my phone number. Never got it. Everything's in writing. Everything was blind carbon copied to Randy, to Megan, to Tug, to George.
Everything pertinent. We did not get certain videos that we have heard terrible things about.
Not those.
She sent those horrific videos through TikTok so Michael couldn't see them, and then Michael actually did find out. And I think I will play because she recorded Michael without him knowing, and wait till you see what she has to say about his gay brother. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! But I think I'm going to release that tomorrow in a short.
Oh, you got to. That'll be amazing. That'll be absolutely amazing.
Well,
I'm
it
looking
blows
at
to pieces the narrative that she somehow was doing this to play you. Like you don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so she also playing her husband. Like you're almost getting a divorce. Well, not that that's not usual for her. You know, they get divorced, or she tries to file for divorce like every other week. But still, it's nuts. Why would anyone do that to their spouse? Look
at it. I'm looking at the email for the treehouse. You're like, don't tell anyone because I had it built without permits on my Florida ranch. It was a nightmare hollowing out a giant oak.
Okay. So here, I did, because it's illegal. The giant live oaks here, it's illegal to touch any of them. And I sent a picture of a massive treehouse, and the fireplace was in the center of the giant live oak. So I did multiple things just so we're all on the same page.
And also, in that picture, you can tell it is so not a Florida landscape. It is obviously someplace north.
So ridiculous. And she's like, you're full of shit, LOL. And you're like, oh no. You're like, it's my treehouse of solitude, you know? So, the creek flows underneath it to the right, but shh.
Well, the other thing that I really did not understand was that she kept trying to turn the conversation sexual with you, and you would never respond to it.
Yep.
You never responded to it. You would like just change the subject or something, but she'd keep doing it. Yep. Over and over and over again. It was crazy. And I know that here's the thing. Do I actually believe that Lips has a big crush on you? No, I don't. I think this is all about control for her. She loves to control people, and she really believes in her experience that men cannot resist overt, come-ons like that from women. And she thought you would be exactly like that, like the other men she's dealt with who can't say no to that.
I don't know any man who's attracted to 50 filters. I'm just saying.
Well, there are men out there who don't get that kind of attention from women who would take it, who would appreciate it, who would like it, and who would be fooled by it. You know, there's plenty of men. You don't have that experience. You don't have problems getting girlfriends, but there's plenty of guys who don't get any action from any girls who would absolutely fall for it.
There are men out there that would haul out that treehouse.
I told her, didn't I say George has never been in it either? It's only
oh my god, it's funny. I'm telling you, those right there are fucking gold, dude. You need to pull those up.
The treehouse emails are epic.
Now, one of the things I did with the treehouse emails, which Megan and Tug know, but there's just so much in-depth things. Again, this is a game of chess, okay? There's no trust for Lips whatsoever. She doesn't even know what the word apology means. She is not sorry by any stretch of the imagination. This was the communication only was there to get evidence, and we gained so much evidence. It's ridiculous, more than we can even process right now. But one of the things that I did all kinds of tests, okay? Now, everybody was telling me, don't go back to Levy County. You're going to be arrested. I want everybody to know, George and I just didn't come back to Levy County. We put tests out there to see what was going on with Levy County. And by the way, Megan and Tug, you just received an email from Brett Beecham here today, which he stated once he got paperwork from the Ohio courts that Lynette and Crook are going to be arrested for the violations from FLISA with putting our surveillance camera of our footage up. And he has it. He received it today. And we'll get into all of that later. But we put out feelers and tests to see what was going on with Levy County Sheriff's Department. And I was completely comfortable coming back to Florida without any issue whatsoever. And as you've seen, actually, Levy County Sheriff Department is on the defensive right now as we're going after them legally. But I did the same thing with the treehouse. So what did you say I told her? What did I say, Megan? I said, don't tell anybody. I did this with what?
No permits.
Permits. And it's illegal in a live oak in Florida. Now, if she was talking to Fleesa, I'm going to throw Fleesa's whole community post out of the water right now. If she was talking to Fleesa, Fleesa's fat face can't keep any information. She can't.
Oh yeah, she would have hopped on that.
Right
She would
out
have
there.
absolutely hopped on that.
All right. You never heard one single thing. You have not seen any communication from Fleesa. Fleesa altered that text message that she posted in community post today, and we will request that, we will demand that in discovery, and we will prove to the world comparison side by side that she yet again lied. She is a pathological liar. Lips 100% turned her back on Fleesa. Fleesa 100% destroyed Lips, and now my enemy of my enemy is my friend. Now they're going to.
Do you have the full text of that?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
the unaltered one.
The only reason why it was even cut off is because 1:1 ratio. When you post on YouTube
is so weird.
Is 1:1.
Yeah.
And so is Instagram and the whole deal. So yeah, I have the whole text of it.
What did she delete? I'm dying to know what
she didn't delete. She added 2 responses below going, oh, I can't believe he believed that. Well, I'll pull it up right now because we have it for court.
We looked at that. So you think that she added?
Absolutely, 100%. She altered that and she added those last 2 lines. She added that, and we will request this in court. I can guarantee you, Lips told her nothing. I told Lips so many incriminating things that were false that I was doing to see if it would get back to Fleesa.
Just making up random crimes. He's like, and then I killed an endangered species.
Exactly. And Pug and Megan had all of this in writing, and we would just laugh and laugh and laugh.
Oh, it was
George
really
and I
funny.
would laugh. Yes. So those last 2 lines, that's good. LOL, he's an idiot to believe this. That is not part of it at all. The Wednesday that she added that, it stops at ASS. But mine cut off because of ratios for social media. So we will show it side by side. We will demand this in discovery.
Well,
and
she's also proven
she's a liar.
She proved 100% that all the communications are there, though. She may be altering them, but she was indeed showing you real ones. So preserve those.
In the top, not the last 2 lines. Those last 2 lines.
I'm saying, but the other stuff, she was, they are in communication. They are talking. So, hey,
you know what else?
Well, you were given a bunch of them too. So if she starts deleting things, you'll know it. You'll be like, wait a minute.
She doesn't even know everything we have. We have so much. When I say we, I mean all of us. We all have it.
You know what? One of my favorite things is that I really would like to hear is when she goes off on Vomit and how much she hates him, and how when he was being like, I love it so much. Yes, the gay flirting.
Yep.
I want that audio released. I think that audio is one of the funniest I've ever heard. And also it just shows how badly they treated her. And like I really do think that these idiots, I think Vomit and Bruce, they knew a useful idiot when they saw one, and they used her. And the fact that they were mad at her for dropping a lawsuit that they knew, I know that Vomit knew it was pointless.
He said that. He said it multiple times. It was pointless. So,
but they were mad at her for dropping it. It's like you wanted her to file a frivolous lawsuit that you knew would go nowhere. That is really awful. They are the ones that she should be suing. They are the ones who dragged her into this, knowing that this was going to happen. She should be suing them. She's vowing to sue us as her full-time job into, the next year of her life, just
until her next phase of manic, and then she disappears again. I mean, who cares what she says and what she vows? She is guilty. She will be found guilty. She will never have a law license again. She will be labeled as a vexatious litigant. Her whole life is falling apart. She's not helping anything by doing what she's doing online. And let's be clear as well. There were many, many times where I told Megan, Tug, George, and Randy, I do not want to communicate with her anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
I am not comfortable. Like all of us.
On the record, I just want to go on the record as saying, don't stop. Stop.
And you all, even George was like, you can't stop yet. You have to, there's more. And she would release more.
I was
and
on
more.
your side. I was on your side, Jeremy. I was like, yeah, you're right. You've had enough. This is enough.
I wasn't. I
This
was
is
like,
getting-
deal with that
it's
crazy
too
son.
creepy.
Well,
It's too
Deal with it. We
creepy.
need it.
And so Randy wanted to get her to the deposition. We got her to that point. She wanted to meet in person, and she kept trying to lure me to the
To a
Hard Rock-
hotel.
Yeah,
the
that
Hard
was-
Rock
To a
Casino
hotel. I was like, do not go to a hotel with this woman.
Don't see her in person ever. You know, God knows what she might be wearing, Jeremy, next time.
So Randy and Megan and Tug and George are aware of absolutely everything. And there were so many times I'm like, I want to stop. I can't take this. Like, she would send me hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. And I work nonstop. And so it became, it was bad. Like, I couldn't handle it. And then George would take over and then pass it back over to me. And we tried to get through to the point where I finally, this past Sunday, I got so mad at her narcissism, blaming the audience, that I just went off on her on Sunday night. I was like, I'm burning the bridge. Who cares? And I didn't even think, for what I wanted to say, for everything she said and done, I didn't think I was harsh at all. But,
No, I did not.
who cares?
There were things that you said to her that actually you were giving her really good advice. And coming from someone who has a very successful YouTube channel, you actually offered her really good advice for YouTube. You kept telling her, delete those videos that you've made that are so offensive. Stop, be family friendly. Stop with all the schmeck stuff. Stop with it. You kept telling her, stop doing what you're doing. That if you want to be successful, you need to be family friendly. You need to focus on positivity. God, this woman is she's just so baked, cooked. I don't know. But you tried to give her good advice. There was some very good advice in there. And I was like, wow, he's being very magnanimous to even tell her these things.
Oh, trust me, it was not easy. And George would coach me through it. And then Randy would be like, I need you to keep talking to her. Let's get her to the deposition. And then after that, you can blow it. You can let it all go. And so it was, I put so many feelers out there. And I promise you, Fleesa is lying to her viewers yet again. I put so much out there that Lips should have, would have, could have said to Fleesa, and not one bit was released. Not one, because this wasn't a game at all. This isn't a whatever she said blunder. They are fighting. They don't like each other. And now Lips is rejected by me. So now she's crying back to, Fleesa. And I just want to say thank you to the What the Hales ecosystem for taking her back, because I did not want her.
Right. Yes. That was the best gift of all, that we could return it.
She's deleting again already. So
is she deleting right now again?
Yeah, there are.
What is she deleting?
Shorts, the one where she talks about you having the big, where she admits. So she really did file an FBI report, and in it, she lists us all as conspirators in something. Well, today she put out a video, and she said, for myself, I don't know if he's a conspirator. And I was like, wait a minute, but you told the FBI I was. So that's a lie right there. I will be contacting them come Thursday, I believe, is the day I'm going to contact.
Yeah, lying to the FBI is a crime, I think.
Just Jay Hip said, I think Lips videos are terrific, to be honest. Jay, you have not seen what these eyes have seen. But I will say at the same time that it became even better. I refused to ever give her my number, okay? But it became better to say, hey, can you make me another video? Can you make me another video? And she would, like Megan already said, she would go off on Vomit. Then she'd go off on Lisa, and she would give us all this evidence. And the best part is that I didn't have to record on a phone where it's illegal in Florida. She offered it to me like Lynette.
Yeah, the voice recordings. When you send somebody a voice recording, it's not the same thing as recording a phone conversation. You're literally recording your voice consensually and sending it to someone. So that means you consented to it. So you have two-party consent in that case. It's incredible. She should know this as an attorney, or a former attorney.
But
apparently she didn't care.
Well, she's the same person that said it's illegal for us to talk about cases. So
True.
Hey, but this is the same person that Fleesa is now going to incriminate her even more, even though Lynette and Fleesa have said, no, Fleesa's not incriminating her, even though Beecham told us when he got the court order from the Ohio judge that they are still under the civil protections, he's going to go over and arrest. So there should have been arrest today, but Beecham did email and say, well, we're at this point, and Megan and Tug have a copy of that email. So it's the insanity of it all.
Yeah,
It is nuts.
It's been a wild, it's a wild December. It's been a wild January so far.
Look, the people can't even understand. I literally, in all of the grossness of it, I tried to make it funny for George, for Megan and Tug, and for Randy as well. But look, I'll show you. So these are all legal folders that I have in emails, so you guys can see that. And one of them is going to say Leslie, probably somewhere in there. Okay, so legally Leslie right there. I mean, this is just, watch this. This is just, it's still going up. I know you can't really see, but let's see if we can. I mean, we're talking thousands with screen. I mean, I could keep going and going and going. And screenshots and everything, audios and everything. Look at this. Look at this. Here, I'll show you this one. Was it helpful for me to make audio recordings of myself explaining things? I prefer to explain verbally. Was it ever? Holy cow. Was it ever? We have so much.
Yeah, I liked when she explained about how she was told that she'd get a bunch of subscribers and monetization and make a bunch of money.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There was some crazy conversations, and there's so much. Oh my goodness. So the funniest thing to you guys, that was the treehouse, now that we can openly talk about it.
Oh yeah. The treehouse had me in stitches.
I thought that was the end of it. I was like, there is no way she's going to keep going after the treehouse.
What about the one, you remember the response? She was like, hey, and she was like, I'll get you on the phone with this person and we can have a three-way. And my response is, I will never, in all caps, ever, I am never interested in a three-way with you in any way.
Yes, you said I am never interested in a three-way with you in any way, in any capacity or something like that. And I about died. And yet, even hearing that, she kept on going with the innuendos and stuff. And they weren't even innuendos; they were just flat out.
They were very
flat out propositions. She just kept on going with that. It was nuts. I mean.
And she finally gave up with the sexual stuff. Then she tried to get me spiritually. I was like, you gotta be kidding
that's
me.
A strange way to go. She probably should have started out with the spirituality and then moved to the, other stuff.
I was like, she's going 180. 180. I'm going to try and get him with the sexual, but that didn't work. Let's see if Bible will get him. Well,
yeah, right. He'll forget all about that Jezebel stuff I just did.
Yeah.
I'll quote some Isaiah.
Let me take you to the Song of Solomon. That's a special joke for those who know.
Well, it was interesting, the Chubbs, they don't get it either. She hasn't told them, I'm sure, about all the different accounts and all this other stuff. And like you said, the code wording. I thought the TikTok, prove to me, Jeremy, it's you. Let's send signals to one another.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny too. I do have to admit. I was like, oh my God, she really is. She's gonna make a TikTok talking to you in code.
Yeah, she had all these codes. Let me see. Okay. All right. So if you look at this one, she says black. Okay, right up top. So I know it's not clear yet. This is a TikTok. She says black. That means Michael is there. I think green was we're okay to talk. And then here you go, another. I'm just showing you one example. I don't even know what that says, but
says, I wanted to let you know I can't talk tonight or whatever.
It says I'm really sick. I'm in bed.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in bed. I don't. So please, just to let you know. Okay. Yeah. So that was, she had all these codes and it's just here's screenshots. Here's screenshots with Fleesa that she was sending. Screenshots with Fleesa that she was all their communication. She was sending it on TikTok as well. I mean, it's
That's what she doesn't understand, the amount of communications that were sent and the methods. Oh, she definitely, you know, she wants to play. Now it was all a game. Well, that's because nobody trusts her, man. Nobody wanted anything. Again, we're suing her. Shit.
You know, if she would have truly been repentive, and I'm going to take a serious moment. Usually I'm joking. Okay. If she would have been truly repentive and had a heart that wanted to make things right and actually pursued to make things right, I could have found some forgiveness. Now, I still would have held her accountable in the court of law. She has done some life damaging things towards me, towards George, towards others, and I want to make sure it never happens again. She is not well. She should not be around people, you know, influencing children in schools by any stretch. What's going to happen when she does the same thing to their kids in the school? I 100% believe she should have never been in that position. And I think the school is better and the kids are better for it. But I don't have anything to do with that either.
Right.
The point is, if she would have really shown repentance, she really would have changed her ways, then there could have actually been forgiveness. But somebody who has no concept of taking responsibility and accountability for what they've done and how they've damaged other people, they don't know what repentance is. You know, Slug is a good person to talk about this. He was repentive. Right? I mean, let's be honest. He apologized to me, and you two know more about that than that. He apologized.
Not only did he apologize, but he changed his life entirely.
I paid him, Megan. You know, I was paying him to to go through all of Lisa's and all of Tug doing his thing. Megan's doing his thing. Slug comes in and says, "I'm sorry," and he did something horrible with my son, and that I can forgive him. I will never forget it. He and I are never going to be close, but I did pay him to go through all the What the Hales ecosystem members videos, categorize them all, and then give me transcripts for them all and the whole deal for court. And so he went from one attacking me to then being paid by me. And that is completely and totally legal. Shara got bamboozled, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Slug, I really am proud of him because he really turned his life around and like got a good job and like is like studying and stuff and kind of got off of YouTube, and you know, he's just busy doing real life stuff, and he really did a turnaround. I think he's great.
But she didn't. That's the big difference. You got a Slug who did it right. And that was the right way to go about it. And I'm not saying me and Slug are ever going to be best friends. That's a wound that will probably never heal, bringing my son into that. But I still was kind to him afterwards, as kind as I could be within that, and paid him, literally paid him. And so there is an aspect where there's a lot of grace. God's bestowed grace upon me. Who am I to hold it back from other people? But they have to be.
But you have to actually want it. You have to actually own up to what you did. The difference between the apology that Slug gave you and the apology that Lips gave you is stark, because Slug never minced any words. He said, what I did was wrong. I should never have done that. And I don't know how to make it up to you, and I want to. That is the way you apologize to someone. By saying, oh, if I might have done something and you got upset, well, like, I'm so sorry. No, you're not sorry. You just want to get out of accountability. This is about avoiding a consequence. It's not about making anything right. It's about avoidance and manipulation.
I 100% agree with you guys, and I don't want to take over your live stream, Tug and Megan.
Oh, you're good, man. It was fun. I'm glad you came on to talk about the treehouse. So that was fun.
Thank you. I'm glad we could laugh. And Fleesa is a 100% pathological liar, and we will prove that in court. Lips is insane. Protect yourselves.
Yes, more cameras on the way. Don't worry.
God, that treehouse thing was amazing.
Oh, it was so funny. It was so good.
It was just listening to some of this stuff or looking at it. I was like, oh my God, there is no way he's going to get away with this one. He did.
Yeah.
I was very proud of him. No. I was, you know, at the same time, it's like, man, she was not playing. You could tell she was very serious, especially when you hear the, you know, also it's a really weird self-condemnation. If she's saying, "Hey, I was playing you. I was doing all of this along with my husband that's the lawyer representing." What kind of jacked up mess is that?
Mm.
I mean, honestly, you know, you mean to tell me that the you know, the person that is supposed to represent law as an agent of the courts is about there? Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, the whole thing is nuts. I mean, the fact that she reached out to him at all with this nonsense, like, God,
I
just crazy.
I kind of had fun with it though.
Yeah, it's that's one way to put it.
Oh, it was
I've never
all
seen
fun.
anything like her. I've never seen anything like her. I've never seen anyone like her. This new thing she's got going where I just want people to think I'm crazy because then people will be scared of me. And it's like, what, have you thought about this at all? What kind of strategist puts their strategy out online for everyone to know? Like, what are you talking about?
I'm just like, yeah, you know, your family is a testament to the fact that that's not true. You know, I mean,
Mhm. Also, Jay was reading a transcript. Now, I have not seen the video, so I know he was adding some funny things to it, but I wonder if this was actually in it. He was reading a transcript from one of her videos about her strategy and how she's the puppet master.
oh yeah,
And in in that one, she says things like, she got almost disbarred on purpose. She got herself to the point where she could permanently retire on purpose. It was all part of the strategy. It's like, ma'am, this is not any kind of positive strategy for your resume that you had to resign from the Florida bar or be in lieu of discipline like that. No one wants that on their record. That can't possibly be part of your strategy. And if it is, I have serious doubts about your
Megan, you have
abilities.
no idea how real strategy works, Megan. You
I
have to get
guess I
disbarred
don't.
and yes, you have to get kicked out of your profession and almost ruin your entire life. And that creates problems for other people. See?
Oh my God. I can't imagine what the strategy is there. And then she goes around complaining about it all the time. So it's like, well, so either it was your strategy or it wasn't. Why are you saying that the bar is so corrupt then if they did exactly what you wanted?
Right. I just love so as far as okay, so let's look at this. Oh, that's hilarious, by the way. I'm gonna show you something real fast. Let me upload it real quick. I'm gonna load it in as as one of the little moving parts. I've been playing while we're talking, of course, you know, because I never stop. But let me put this in here.
It's your
I got me
tick.
some little dancing breadsticks. I thought they looked good. I wanted to
Nice.
put I wanted them well with check them out. Aren't they cute here?
Was barking on the phone, all that tough talk threatened. Now you looking at the floor like judge. I'm just stressing.
And weren't they cute?
I love those.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
love this way.
You creative people out there who like crochet things, you should crochet one of those tug breadsticks. Those are hilarious.
They were funny.
Oh yeah, now I'm
Uh,
getting emails about lips deleting. What is she deleting?
oh, she's deleting all kinds of stuff. Her
Did
thread
you
plus
get
she's
all that stuff though about her saying she's going to litigate us for the next year and a half? I
oh
hope
yeah.
somebody got
Oh
it
yeah.
all.
You talking about the one where she's like, Jimmy has a big problem.
Yes,
Yeah.
that one.
When
That
we
one.
hear, oh yeah, because that's the one. So just to be clear on this, all right, when I'm talking about it here, she's like, guess what? Now I know who's behind getting my teaching job terminated, which includes Jimmy Hale's Megan
No.
Fox.
Wrong, false. I know who's behind it. You are, Lips.
Exactly. You know, maybe the jackass that did all this weird shit online.
You
Maybe
should
they're
talk to
the
that
reason.
person. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe look in the mirror there. You know,
Talk to the
ultimately,
woman who posted online about drinking out of a dog bowl because most parents don't want that person teaching their kids.
well,
Period.
ultimately, the question became uploading videos of your own students online, like that. Nobody wants that, period. And that was mentioned, but there was no contact from yourself, myself, which we've said many times, but
No contact at
they
all.
want to hammer that down. Okay, well, that's just something else to throw into litigation too, if you want to play that way. All right.
The only thing that was talked about on my channel was a public school teacher is posting this stuff about her students with their faces online. That's it.
But she says, now remember this line, okay? And we're going to come to this because of her report. I don't know if Tug is involved yet, but I will find
Excuse
out.
me, what now? She already told people that you were, and apparently
That's a big
didn't she
screw up
also
right there.
tell the police that?
Oh, yeah, we're going to pull up the FBI report, Plus, they said that, here's another thing. They were saying there were other FBI reports, and yet she made an FBI report on the 5th, which was yesterday. So what happened to the prior? Why wouldn't you just add to the prior report? I mean, if there was one that existed, like, wouldn't that be?
Well, because most likely if she did, and that's a big if, because I think maybe she lied about that. But if she did report it, I'm sure they closed it because there was nothing to report. She's a public school teacher on a public website. She publicly posted that stuff. People are allowed to go on the internet, find public school teachers doing weird things. And I mean, have you not seen Libs of TikTok? It's their entire job. Find teachers doing weird things, publish it, and say, hey, school, do you want this person doing this? Like, it's a whole genre. Libs of TikTok exists just for that purpose.
It's just so bizarre to go in and to say, again, though, the contact. See, the contact went from, again, like we were talking about, Jeremy Hales did it. Jeremy Hales proof, blah, 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 to, to DJ Radis did it. There was an Australian. I mean, look at how this is morphing. And then,
Oh, you know what else she changed her story about? In the first story, she said she was fired. Then it became, I was given the choice to be fired or retire, and I chose to retire again, just like the bar thing. Yep. So if you choose to retire your job, am I responsible for that? How is anyone else responsible for you retiring?
It just blows my mind, period, that she's been putting all of this crazy up. I'm not picking. I know there are other people that are grabbing every freaking mile that she puts up, by the way. I have enough evidence to last me a lifetime. If I'm in the mood to grab something, I will definitely grab it. But she has put up so many videos. This one right here, though, like I said, keep in mind. Then she says, now that I know, guess what I'm going to do for the next year? I'm going to obsessively litigate this because I'm going to file a claim for torturous.
She said torturous.
Every time. Every freaking time it's torturous.
Oh my God. It's even spelled wrong in the transcript because that is how she pronounced it. Tortious and torturous are two different words. One of them has a legal meaning. It's not torturous.
It's torturous to listen to her talk about the law.
Listen to her talk, sing, everything. Oh, by the way, I think my ad for innocent streamers who come across her singing, I think Nick's going to put it up on his channel as a short.
That's funny.
He asked me to send him the last part of my voiceover on his. It looks so sad. And he's going to put it up, I think. It's funny.
I don't need a job. I thought she said, by the way, she had to have a job because of family and stuff, but now she doesn't need a job.
She said that she couldn't support her family without one.
Because this job is actually going to salvage me the most money. Again, we're in lawsuit.
What is she talking about? What money? How are you going to get money out of this? First of all, Lips, I don't have any money. I have a rusted out minivan that has a transmission problem that is going to be worth a lot less than I just paid to have the transmission put in. That's about what I own in assets. She thinks she's done some kind of asset search on me or something, and she's going to take my assets. Lips, I literally own a minivan worth less than $3,000 and I'm desperate for someone to take it. I want you to take this thing off my hands. I want a new truck. And where does she think the money is coming from? What I don't understand who she thinks she's going to sue for what. She's a public school teacher. She's on a public website listed at the school. Anyone, taxpayers are allowed to know who she is. And she chose to put a bunch of weird shit out there on the internet that people will find.
Let me grab some.
That is her problem. That is nobody else's problem but hers. Now, she can try to obsessively litigate this. She can try. Who knows? The courts are screwed up enough that maybe she'll be able to get it for a while, but I doubt it. I doubt at the end of it there will be any money.
No, just at the end of the day, I'm telling you, you add me to law. I told you before, you wanted war. Then you get it. I'm not taking my foot off the fucking gas for anything because you threatened me. You put up pictures of me deceased. You weirdos want to talk. Again, I told you, degenerate weirdos want to talk about my family and shit. You want to threaten my friends' families. Well, fuck y'all. You know, look, here's the deleted. Now you can see. Here's what's there. Look. I mean, look at the differences. You can just see them.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I mean, everything's disappearing. And again, we are in a lawsuit, lady. You know, you're supposed to be keeping all of that stuff around. You aren't supposed to be deleting it all, by the way. Weird how that goes, right? So you are actually supposed to be.
Yeah. So that's the other thing. She is under a spoliation notice that she is not to delete anything. And yet we have evidence of her continuing to do that.
Yep. She also, I mean, like I said, these are all her threats there. I don't need a job because this job is actually going to salvage the most money, and I plan and intend on litigating this to its fullest capacity, trial and all. And I'm excited, and I've been bringing it on. I will continue to look for a job, but this is going to make me way more money than every job, blah blah words ever. The thing is, those I'll be suing, Megan and Jeremy have assets that are not protected under a homestead, and I'll be going after them. Yeah, you tried. Like I said, you know, you have. She is banking on the fact that she has nothing to. If she thinks she's going to get her a payday, what she's looking at right now, this is yet more proof that she is a vexatious fucking litigant. She is talking about a third time against Megan.
And we've already filed against her for being a vexatious litigant. Like, she's already facing that. Now that case is moving slow because that court is super backed up. So we're just waiting on hearing dates, which could be a while, but it is going to go forward. That is going to be heard, whether she is or is not a vexatious litigant. And guess what? She fits the definition. She overfits it. She more than qualifies for the definition in Florida of a vexatious litigant. By the time we get done with the one, because we filed first. So whatever she's going to file, if she's going to file, it's going to be making its way through the same system slower than hell, slower than the one we're doing. And by the time we get done, she will be declared a vexatious litigant and she won't be able to continue that suit. I don't think.
Remember we talked about how many times do you get a bite of the apple in Florida?
Twice, just twice.
How many times has she come after you already?
Twice.
Huh. So she's going to sue you a third time? Huh.
Well, I guess she's, but I think, well, I don't want to say it out loud because
she's going to try to get her a bite of that third bite, though. You know, she's going to have problems. Like I said, she's already got problems.
Don't tell her about it. Maybe she'll try and it'll be an easy win.
What an idiot. So we have the report. We actually have the emails from let's see, from DJ Radis here. I think I'll pull up before anything. I think I will pull up the IC3 complaint. This is her, I'm going to the feds complaint, So I'll pull that up first. So this complaint, give me a second, I'm locking it on.
Also, I want to mention, due to her weekend activity, I am definitely researching how I can add complaints to the one I already have, whether that is for harassment, cyber stalking. I don't know, but I'm looking into it for sure. There are legal civil remedies for cyber stalking and harassment. And yeah, I will be looking into adding those. So you want to play? Let's play.
By the way, somebody has, if you delete things as well, not only do they have videos that are backed up, but they have also taken every transcript and they put them beside the picture of the thing. There's 156 pages so far, PDF file. So good luck with that. Good luck ghosting all that information. But here's
I just want to say really also a special thank you to all the people out there who are contributing to the research. It is not something that one person can do alone.
Oh no.
And those of you who are just volunteering to do this and it just appears in our inboxes, I just really appreciate it. And you are helping far more than you could even imagine by doing stuff like that. So please keep it up, because Tug and I cannot be awake at every moment of the day when she's having her mania. And those of you who are doing it, you're so on top of it. I really thank you for doing it. I really do. It shows me how much you guys love us and appreciate what we do here. And you know what's going on. And I just love you for it. Thank you.
I know that if these people want some, they'll get some. See, they used to think that anybody could just threaten that they're going to bring litigation, and that would scare people until they run across another way that things are handled. Now, when people actually have folks that are like, nope, can't do that, we will definitely smite you for that. Well, a little bit different. So we have, again, you can see who made the contact, who's doing this. I've redacted most information on that. Now she says like financial transaction. Again, she's okay, so she's saying this was $70,000 that her transaction was employment salary. Yeah, not exactly how this is supposed to work, but okay. So she's trying to make a complaint that, again, her job was lost on, here we have a date, by the way, 11/17/2025. Was that the day of the loss, or was that the day supposedly? So this is a complaint about DJ Radis, by the way. You can see all of the DJ Radis stuff. Now you have the description of incident. Provide a description of the incident and how you or those that you're filling this out on behalf of were victimized. Provide information not captured elsewhere in the complaint. So I've been stalked. I've been totally stalked and cyberbullied by this man in Australia who I do not know. He has caused me to lose my job with my school district by creating fake accounts and reporting them to be my... What? Wait, so he caused her to lose her job by creating fake accounts and reporting them as her.
Wait, what? I don't even... What
does that mean?
Oh, she's trying to say that I see what she's doing.
That's not her.
She's trying to say that her puppet accounts aren't her. She's trying to blame it on DJ Radis.
Unfortunately,
Leslie, we've tied all your puppet accounts to you because you are too dumb for words. You keep liking your own posts and stuff. We know it's you, and we have ways of proving it.
That is here. Recently emailed me threatening to do harm to me. Below is a copy of his email, which I have the email as well. I am not his only victim, as he's flown to the US and harassed others. He works with a YouTube ring of channels, including Jeremy
A ring
Hale,
of channels? This is a new one.
George, Megan Fox, in a channel with a man who goes by Doug. Man.
I'm so grossed out when she uses my middle name. I hate it so much.
Well, see this right here. Ugh. Okay, so this is her.
It's familial. I don't like that. The only person who calls me that is my mother. Stop ruining my middle name for me. God.
See, this is linking us to this, right? That's her attempt to link us to this. Saying he works. Oh, well, that's what he's done right here. But she just said a minute ago she doesn't know if I'm involved or not. So she's telling the... Oh, well, wait, what now? So
yeah, but she's so sure I'm involved. How? What?
Oh yeah. The proof thing.
Lies.
This is just she's just a nut, man. So
it's all lies.
she was written by DJ Redis and said, as you should be aware, it was me who emailed your previous employer and showed them proof of your despicable behavior on the internet. I gave them links to all your YouTube channels, your websites like Hodunk, etc., and then the adult websites like OnlyFans. I had attempted to reach out to you via the other email addresses prior to this, but you had blocked my email address. Moving forward, I will continue to inject my life and my abilities to ensure your life has little or no impact on others. I'm going to, now this is going to be interesting because I'm going to show you the email chains that come with this stuff, okay? I'm not going to request you make a public apology for your actions because you did that once and in 24 hours flipped and went back to your wicked ways. You can try to sue me, but your laws no longer are bound to me since I'm living in Australia. You actively attempted to destroy the lives of a couple handfuls of people, including myself. You teamed up with Bruce, Lisa, and others to try to execute your destructive plans, which she said this, by the way. That's her whole gimmick now. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I played them all. Every video you've ever posted has been downloaded and locked aside for when the time is right. Every fake article faking your, I'm going to say demise has been noted. You're a fraudster, Leslie. By the time this is over, it will be publicly noted in court documents for all to see and read. Your only chance at possibly staying out of jail would be to check yourself into a mental ward and start seeking the professional help you need.
Yep.
I would go as far as permanently closing all your social media accounts. No more Facebook. That includes your fake alts, no more YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or anything else you use to connect to social media. We, and by we, everyone you've tried to hurt, I've told you to disappear, to drop everything and fade away. But drama to you is like a crack addiction. You can't get enough. You constantly have to shoot up and create more and more. So do yourself and everyone else a favor, disappear and don't return. And there you have that. Now I'm going to show you like this. Again, what's interesting about it is, wait a minute, let me make sure there's anything.
Did she send that in the FBI thing?
Yeah.
She thought that was good for her?
Yeah, she thought that was
literally told the FBI all the things, the bad things she's done.
Well,
wow.
What's wild is there's a communication back and forth, and it's an interesting communication as you go through. So
also, that wasn't even insulting or threatening, or that was just very matter of fact.
That was also sent on, let's see, so give me a minute here. That was sent on the 4th. You can see there's the Now, there's one distinction you need to make, too. It was me who emailed. Notice that email. Now, she's turned that into he called.
Right.
And it says straight up, emailed. And again, he emailed, 11 days after the fact, after the supposed initial. Again, I've never seen any proof of it, so I give it no actual validity until, I see some proof.
Right.
So.
And according to the only statement we have from the school that was sent to Rosalind, they said nothing like that happened.
So she said, attached is the update to the FBI pending investigation. Now, first of all, that is not an update. That is an IC3 report. That is not an update at all to an investigation. That is just you making a report, But understand that everything you do to me will be immediately turned over to the FBI. I've already met with them at their Tampa office. I will not play around anymore, and you will not silence me on the internet. You will not threaten me, and if you do, please note I have an open line of communication, and you are building my case against
Where did he threaten her? I see no threats.
You need to check yourself in because you were a nutster.
Yeah, there are no threats. It
sounds like
sounds like good advice to me.
You remember
he didn't say check yourself in or I'm going to harm you in some way. He didn't say that.
He said I'm gathering stuff. I'm going to sue you. That's what.
Well, that's different. That's never considered a threat. You're never when you say to someone that you may take a legal remedy against them, that can't be considered a threat. It's a legal remedy. Legal remedies by definition cannot be illegal threats.
Well, he goes back and he's like, well, dear Leslie, where is it Anna? Because she's using that Anna. Remember Jeremy moded that Anna, that account? So that's what she's now utilizing, that she's settled into that fake name, which also proves yet again she uses multiple fake names. So when she's saying, "Oh, this is him using all these fake," man, we have her when she filed her initial lawsuit. She used a different. Remember when she was screenshotting? She did it under a different name.
Yes,
she used this.
Remember when we caught her like texting or emailing from her husband's email?
Yes,
that was fun. I never believed that Doritos ever emailed me anyway. I thought it was Leslie from the beginning.
Yeah, it's been wild to find out. One of the things that she did absolutely tell us, and we've had the facts back up, is the fact that's another thing that proves that they were not in this to win this together, by the way, because they told how much communication they had, how Michael came into all of this stuff they didn't want to talk about, but they did. They started doing damage control publicly, and again, if they were in it, like I said, their audience should be very pissed off because she got out there, she cried for you, she threw a fit, oh, we were friends, and she wanted you to give her money. So all of you should feel really duped, emotionally duped. It boggles me that people are supposed to they're supposed to be okay with this time and again. And there were a bunch of people in that chat that were not okay because they were like, that wasn't a plan. This person turned on you. We know that, this is ridiculous. But they've got to understand at some time that these people, it isn't one of them versus the other playing. It's all of them playing their audience. So maybe one day they'll wake up to that. But anyway, he says, how I threatened you. In fact, the only threat I can see is you making them toward me. Also, you signed your name to a federal report, which states at the very bottom, again, by typing your name below, I understand and agree, everything's da-da-da-da-da. You know how that goes. If you give false information, fine, imprisonment, or both. You claim that I've stalked and harassed you, but you don't know me. That's really funny. I have screenshots and videos of you directly targeting and calling me out, but somehow you don't know me. I'm pretty sure that you have provided false information under, and he goes through, Title 18 here, which could, again, result in fine imprisonment. Also, I love your redactions. Do you understand that taking a pen marker in Adobe or other PDF writer review and can be either selected or deleted or just a simple copy and paste of the text can reveal what's scrubbed out. Yeah, that's true, by the way. We're finding that out with all those Epstein reports. We found that out when people they copy and paste them. All the information is there. Then you went ahead and claimed I flew to the U.S. to harass others. Again, a false report there. For being a so-called lawyer / ex-lawyer, you're clearly as dumb as dog shit. But I won't hold that against you. As you have listed Jeremy Hales, George, Megan Tug in the report, I passed them all a copy of this too. Sweetest regards.
Sweetest regards. That's fun. That's almost as good as all the best.
So we get up. Oh my God.
Oh no. She's such a genius, but she doesn't know the difference between your and your.
Well, she also is like, this is Jeremy. This isn't Radis. It's Jeremy. It's wait a minute. So he points this out too. He's like, look, you know who I am because you've called me out before. So, calling me Jeremy is really is weird. She's like, the truth will come out, and it's so bizarre. And I will get the phone records and email records from the school, and Jeremy has a lot to lose if he's connected to this. You fucked up, Jeremy, and you have a lot to lose. She's talking to Jeremy with
to Radis. Okay.
Yeah. Well, okay. Your lawsuit against me is baseless. Wait, so she's talking about his lawsuit. Actually, the lawsuit has quite a bit of merit. In fact, you remember, it's not just a lawsuit because of what you've done with us. It's what you have done as a body of work. You have gone out and filed frivolous lawsuits again and again and again. And you've even admitted to it. There's a wonderful video, which I guess I do need to post that. After I read this, I'm going to post it. And I'm going to post it over on Facebook in case anybody has missed it. So it's a baseless. You're the one I have real damage from. Hodunk videos, vexatious litigation. I know, and any attorney knows this is meritless. Again, vexatious litigant. You meet the criteria, lady.
She goes beyond the criteria.
Oh yeah, that's very true. I mean, she
qualifies for it twice at least.
Yeah. Well, and when she's doing all this stuff, she she brags about doing it. That's the craziest part of all of this.
We have her on tape, and it's recorded, saying that she files these lawsuits with no intention of actually litigating them, but to correct the public record. Yeah, that's an inappropriate reason to file a lawsuit. Lawsuits are not a newspaper. You want to correct the record, you write a Substack article like your weird friend Volmet. But you do not file a lawsuit in court and waste taxpayer money and judges who need to be doing other things, important things, taking on actual important cases where people were actually harmed. You don't file that frivolous bullshit in a court of law. You can say it anywhere you want. You can put it on Facebook. You can put it on social media, but you don't go to court with it just because your fifis got hurt. No.
She said, here, I'm going to read it as I'm just going to let it play in front of me. So there's like 19 seconds of her talking about this. This is what she said, quote, I've done things before where I've had people say something and I filed a lawsuit and then I withdrew it. I filed it to get it on the record just because, it becomes a public record. If I'm being defamed or something, I file it just enough so you can look at my name and see or whatever. And then I withdraw it because I don't want to go through the court system.
Yeah, the courts are not a Substack.
Right.
They're not a vanity blog, you asshole. You're treating the court like a vanity blog, like a WordPress. Like, unbelievable. This is so disgusting. She should be barred from ever filing a lawsuit ever again. And that's what's going to happen to her. She's going to have to get the permission of the court to ever file anything ever again. That's what happens to vexatious litigants.
Yeah, she files to damage. She files for SEO, for search engine optimization. And then takes it down.
And it's for harassment purposes. She's doing it and she knows she's going to drop it. This is not allowed. You can't go around doing this. I'm going to harass someone through litigation. No, you can't do that. Yeah, and if you're dumb enough, if you do it, don't be dumb enough to say it. If you say it out loud and it's on tape, well, I don't think the court's going to look on that real kindly.
That is yet again something these idiots, they're unapologetically stupid, unapologetically. It's just amazing to me.
Oh, I just remembered I had really good news today on an unrelated note. But those of you who were asking about my daughter with the injury, we got really good news after her MRI. She did not tear both tendons. She did not tear the ACL and the MCL, just the ACL, and the meniscus is fine. She sprained her MCL a little, but the surgery is going to be much less complicated, and she's really happy about that. So just thought I'd update you guys. Surgery will be happening at the end of the month.
That's actually really good news. Yeah,
really good news. She was very happy about that. We were thrilled to find that out because we were told she tore both. The doctor who looked at it said, yep, they're both torn, and probably the meniscus too. I was like, great. So, but that is not true.
That's good. I posted that freaking thing, by the way. I posted it on Facebook, so you can check it out, and read along yourself. I put up the subtitles on it and everything. But she's like, I know you should keep on telling your audience you have these claims. I'm the one with a real claim. Again, Jeremy. You know, she. So here's the question: why did you're addressing? And again, this is something else that will make its way into court too, because you think everybody is Jeremy Hale, so you think they're Megan Fox or whomever. Why? Because that's how you are. You create all these false freaking people, and you're also mentally ill as fuck. You know,
Yeah,
it does not.
Most people do not have sock puppet accounts on Facebook or other social media. I've never had a fake account.
God, if somebody has one, it's to look over like when they've been blocked or something. It's not to create 90 or 100 to harass.
Not to pretend to be different people, right?
It's so weird. But see you in court, Radis or Jeremy or whoever you are. I'll tell you again to leave me alone. You're not immune to the law and the law enforcement just because you live in Australia. Wait,
he is immune to our law. Yeah, right. Is it Radis or Jeremy? Who is it? Oh God, I can't.
I'm confused because he would be immune to Australian law if so. He's like, hey, you know what? He wrote her. I acted on my own free will. Jeremy has no knowledge of me sending your ex-employer anything. However, you making false claims that either of us called your employer or made up the hodunks. I mean, see, you registered hodunks with GoDaddy. GoDaddy has no issue reporting to authorities.
We also have hodunks. We have her putting the hodunks on her. What was that page? It was like an IMDb, but not IMDb.
Fameville,
something like that. Yeah.
I've got it. I just can't remember the ville. Somebody can tell you. Talentville. Yeah. You know, Hookerville,
she took credit for
Onlyville. I don't know.
Only hodunks.
Hodunkville. Well, I swear, yeah, she also took credit for it. And after she was like, oh yeah, I knew it, then the Fats were like, oh yeah, we always knew it. So, you know, they threw themselves under the bus with it too. So how can you try to pretend, hey, wait a minute, I didn't do that? That's very weird. But GoDaddy has no issue reporting. That's true. What IPs information came from. See, all that will lead back to you. You continue to lie, cheat, swindle your way through life. As for the redaction you made on the PDFs, understand anyone can double click on the redacted part until the highlighted box appears. Then this allows the user to hit delete and the redaction goes away. You aren't smart. Again, as I stated in my email, signing a document, especially at a federal level with false information, is illegal. You claim you don't know who I am. Please explain this screenshot from one of your videos then and put this in. You know, this is that umbrella guy, DJ Radis, what the hells. And she treats them as different people, by the way. So she knows they're not the same person here. Since everyone is having such a fun time arresting me, and you clearly can see I can hold my own with content creation, I challenge each of you boys to create a video by Friday, the ultimate roast, and I will do the same against you. We will have everyone vote best content because I must say your content is boring me and I'm hungry for good content. LOL.
Can I make it a statement here?
Sure.
She wanted us to roast her. Would that include finding weird videos of her and also commenting about how she's a public school teacher? I would think that would. I would think that in a roast, if you're asking people to roast you, you're asking them to find whatever's out there that's public in nature and talk about it. This is so bad for her. This is not, you're not getting past a jury with this, Lips.
What's bad is this person went out and said, hey, I'm going to apologize for things. Oh yeah, I'm apologizing. And was like, why don't people apologize to me too? And they have something they don't want to, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even take an event to set them off. It could be the slightest perceived infraction and they turn on you yet again. Like, why would anybody ever deal with this fucking person again, you know? And then they throw in and they tell them, oh yeah, you know, I'm actually with these people who want to destroy your lives. Oh, what an idiot. What an absolute
unreal
idiot. He's like, that's your YouTube channel, calling me and others out to roast you. Oops, did you forget about that? Yeah,
Yep.
that would show the fact that you know me. She also included, after this, he posted something and she included it in her lawsuit before she dropped it. So there's proof that she knew exactly who he was. She knew that he was reacting to her garbage that was put out there, you know, and then she was still trying to bounce stuff. You know, it's just crazy. So that would show you do, thus proving your claims. I traveled to U.S. To harass you and others. Yeah. And the sheer fact that I was in the U.S. long before I knew about What the Hales Are You is yet another $5,000 round trip is an expensive flight to harass someone. That's true, too. So please get with the times. I've already reached out to law enforcement over here in regard to your frivolous claims and provided proof. Your attempt to scare me hasn't worked, but I will make sure I have someone stateside file on behalf that you are making vexatious claims about me and others. Go back to smoking your crack pipe and injecting butt fat into your lips and calling it Lord.
Oh, man.
Oh, my. As for seeing me and Cora, best of luck with that. I'll give you a hint. You can find my family name if you search for it in Western Australia. Mic drop. So she tried to cause him problems in Australia as well. She didn't just add the complaint, the IC3 stateside, but she added, give me a second, a cyber report cyber. She added that as well. I'm talking about cyber crime. So she reported him for, let me see if there's anything. I don't know if it actually has anything listed in it except for the, it's got like, there is a description. Okay, my bad. I couldn't remember. No, it's not.
And that was her, what we just read was the FBI one?
Yeah, the IC3 report is what
IC3.
Yeah,
Okay.
Internet crime, you know.
Uh-huh.
The one we told we're like, Lynette needs to fill out. So here's the, when it happened. Now, this is, when was the first online contact made? 1/5/2025. What? 2025? What?
When the first online, what? That doesn't it must be a typo.
Yeah, but even then, are you trying to pretend that the first contact ever was, you know, if you're going to say this guy's a harasser or whatever, you added him into litigation.
Maybe she's saying that was the first contact she had with him, but I thought she didn't know him.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's weird. Well, this is well before, so that's got to be, she was saying this is a typo. It's supposed to be, she filed it on 1/5/2026, but she's lying about, you know, that's not their first contact. You know, this is just when this, so she notes fraudulent emails. Subject line of that, by the way, was unemployment benefits aren't great. That was the subject line of all of that, just to note. So she gives a description here. She says, on January the 4th, 2025, I received a threatening and harassing email from an individual identified as ThAT Graves, aka DJ Radis, currently residing in Australia. In the email, the perpetrator, he's a perpetrator, admits to contacting my employer, goes with this school here, and providing them with links to my personal social media, YouTube channel, website, and adult content in an attempt to have me terminate. Wait, so you said these are yours, though? My. Oh no, did you admit that you just had adult content and stuff?
Oh my God, she did.
She just did. So
oh my God, Leslie, you're a public school teacher. You can't have that as a public school teacher. And you're in Florida. Florida is one of the most strict states there is for teachers. They do not want any of that degenerate crap in Florida. Do you not know who is the governor there and the stuff he's done in the school system? Come on. You cannot be serious in trying to blame other people for this. You chose to put adult content out there, not behind a paywall, out there in the open on TikTok. You chose to do that. People found it. People put it in folders. It's out there forever. God. And you're blaming everyone else, and she's admitting it.
God, that freaking... Oh, Lord. I'll have to show you something a minute after it's an attempt to have me terminated. As a result of these, I thought it was the phone call and the emails. I thought you were blaming Jeremy. Now it's not Jeremy Hales. And now it's also not Megan Fox. Now it's DJ Radis that got you fired. So how are you suing Jeremy Hales and Megan Fox
How am I connected to this in any way?
She also, look, she did the date change too. Now it's the 4th, 2025. So it doesn't even match the dates that are up here.
It's weird.
Hey, look, she went back in time and then got this first online before it. It's so weird. As a result of these
Maybe
actions,
she's the new Doctor Who.
Oh, Lord, that would be
She can get
pretty
in the
awful.
TARDIS.
Oh, my God. That would be a horrible show. Be like, I really don't understand the plot of this.
It would be scary.
Yeah. Is it about what she keep talking about tree houses and what's this about?
The TARDIS is now a treehouse.
She's like, I'm searching for the tree house that I left behind with the man that I love.
Not everybody's given up on lips, though. I got a text today from Nick Rekieta, and it said, "I love lips." That's what it said.
Yeah,
I love lips.
I love going over a lot of this crazy. I do. People are like, man, she's crazy. Exactly. And when people are like, man, I feel sorry. Look, a lot of this is intentional. She does things intentionally. She intentionally inserts herself. She intentionally tried to cause problems. Now she wants to play the victim afterwards. This isn't mental illness. This is a disgusting person. God, that treehouse stuff is so good.
But she might get somewhere with Nick Rekieta. He loves her. He says, I love Leslie.
Also, okay, so in the communications with Jeremy, I just want to point out something too. It also, he says, quote, and there was permission given before this, but he also, even with the treehouse something, because I've got it right here in front of me, he says, I know you already gave me consent to share the audio videos you sent. So I think it's time the world knows that you and I are in the same team. She absolutely agreed to going after Lisa and others and to sharing whatever. So when they say, oh, he's sharing without permission, no, she absolutely gave him permission. That's the funny thing. I mean, they're so dumb. So everything there has permission. So when they're like, oh my God, he's going to share that. Yeah. That again, I think she has a very short-term memory if she's forgotten about the...
It's in writing. She gave him permission to share it.
She also, one of the things that she would do is she would send a bunch of audio and then she tried to delete it real quick, afterwards, and then send more and send more. It's very bizarre, man. So you would think, at first, she's decided, nope, that's not something I want to stick. No, it would just get weirder and throw more people under the bus. It wouldn't rehash or revisit and try to give it a new story either. It was just the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
It's gonna be fun.
So the perpetrator further admits to stalking me online, downloading and archiving he downloaded and archived your online content and attempts to and admits to coordinating with others to contact my employer and sabotage my employment. When did he say that he got with others? He in fact said, I'm not attached to anyone. I acted with my own free will. Nobody has any, like, Jeremy has no knowledge of me doing this. I'm not attached to anyone. So what a liar, man. The email contains repeated threats to continue interfering with my life and employment and encourages me to quote unquote disappear from the internet. The perpetrator explicitly states their intention to continue harassing me and damaging my reputation. Additionally, the perpetrator...
I didn't hear that part.
I did not either.
Additionally, I just heard him say, you did all this weird shit. You should stop and get off the internet.
Yeah. They have been creating and distributing AI-generated content that falsely depicts me. Wait, what? What falsely depicts you? Are you seriously trying to say
AI-generated content?
What the fuck are you trying to?
You just admitted that you did have that adult content, so that's not it. So what false AI content? And oh my God, you are stealing my story, aren't you? You're stealing what you did to me.
Yes, she's trying to pretend that.
Oh my God.
That's what she was. She's been angling for that. Let me show something. Let me pull up something too. She's been angling to run the victim narrative. She was like, your narrative is actually a very good one because it is damaging as hell. These people look terrible in doing it.
So she's stealing my story. This is like what Amber Heard did to that poor woman. Remember when she was on the stand, her ex assistant, and Amber Heard stole her assault story.
Yeah.
This is like that. And what makes it worse is that this woman is the one who victimized me.
Yeah.
She's the perpetrator. I have the perpetrator of the crime stealing the story for herself.
You want to see something crazy? So
unreal.
These are, by the way, I'm just going to zoom through there. This is all of those wondrous transcripts. Look at this. Look how it just goes on. And on. This is her crazy documented. You know, you can see the videos popping up. So when she ghosts them, here they all are. Props, by the way. She's messing with people. Like you can see them flying through where another video pops in. But look, I mean, this is a very complete archive of what she's been doing lately. All the crazy, with her, and it's just so bizarre. She was also, so her videos, obviously, when she was putting up, she tried to change one. She was saying dedicated to him, my husband. And it was like, no, that's not who you were dedicating this
look,
to.
She can try and change whatever she wants now, but Jeremy has thousands of emails from her that will confirm the things she made for him.
Oh, it's just so bizarre, man. Well, she put
also, Lips, your spelling is atrocious. Let me just say, after reading your emails, your spelling is atrocious. You cannot run around telling people you're a genius and you don't know how to make a proper conjunction. Like you can't do that. Please use spell check at the very least. But your spelling is horrific. I can't abide this I'm a genius talk anymore. I just can't. You don't know the difference between your and your.
She also falsely promoted in the "Do you really think I'm for real, chump?" Yeah, in that one, when you go through, and again, props. These are not my highlights or anything, but it's beautiful there. She talks about her fake obits and all that, but she goes with the Megan Fox admitted to contacting my school.
Which is not true at all, and she knows it.
That's absolutely more defamation.
Good Lord. And harassment. It's just harassment is what it is. And
so they're creating AI and it's being used to further damage my reputation and employment opportunities. Loss of employment due to false and malicious reports to my employer, ongoing harassment and stalking across multiple online forums, reputational damage through the distribution of false AI-generated content.
What a lie.
My God, you know what? Her own content is just fucking crazy. When you're going out, again, you want to talk about trying to damage people. You went out and said, again, that somebody on this panel here was attached to, supporting some of the worst stuff I'm going to say that you ever could, and left that up forever. finally took it down because I think they were like, wait a minute, this might be very bad for me. Actually, no, she thought it would force us to take stuff down.
She thinks that she can get away with saying anything and then deleting it and it will just disappear.
Yeah.
So here I think is her strategy for real. She's trying to exhaust people, and I'm sure people she's dealt with in the past become exhausted and they stop cataloging the things that she's doing because they appear and disappear so quickly. But girl, you have never met us before. You have never met us. We have dedicated people who will literally sit on your channel all night long and just record. That is what's going to happen to you. And it doesn't matter how indefatigable you are. We will outlast you.
Well, and we will just keep monetizing you as well. That's the other thing. We're very, people they've looked at the insanity and they wonder. They're like, oh my God, the treehouse made for one. Like, what's going to happen in that next? Hey, hold this for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Sure. All right, chat. I have not been able to really pay attention to you tonight. I have neglected the chat. I haven't even been reading it. Let me go back and see what you guys are saying. A genius and a teacher with that horrid grammar. I know. Can you imagine? Imagine all the school would have needed to see to want her gone were the emails with all the terrible spelling. I mean, how can you, chemistry teacher or not, how can any teacher be allowed to have such a terrible vocabulary you don't know how to spell? It's like that Somalian daycare center, the Leaning Center, the Somali daycare, the Leaning Center. Yeah, that's not fraudulent at all. God, is it funny? No plans to laser the MCL. There will be no lasering. It's just the repair of the ACL. The MCL is just a sprain, so they're just going to leave it alone and let her rehab it normally. So also another thing that they do now that they did not do with my husband's surgery, because he had the same ACL surgery 20 some years ago. They didn't have him do PT first to make the muscles around it stronger. And he had such a terrible recovery, and they're having her go to PT right away and start strengthening the bad leg. And her surgeon's like, I won't even do it until you have full range of movement. And he said, because it helps with the recovery so much. And I'm like, that makes all the sense in the world. And I wish they had done that with my husband's surgery. It probably would have been easier. But yeah, I hear you're back.
I'm working on a treehouse picture right now.
Jeremy's treehouse of solitude.
It's so amazing. You have no idea how it's so superb. She was a genius, man. She's a genius.
Genius. Absolutely.
I'm telling you that I cannot fucking tell people how they definitely weren't playing Jeremy. She just, some of the stuff, again, we were included on, when I say pertinent stuff, I mean, it includes the funny shit and stuff like that. There's some stuff that was, again, described as just, I'm not going to say described in detail, but described as, it's like, oh God, very not wanting to see very much.
Yeah.
But anything that was, written out that again would be lawsuit pertinent, we definitely got a hold of. God, they were funny though. I mean, folks, you have no idea. Tomorrow Joey's he's gonna end up dropping, like I said, some of that. And she said drop it all. She told him he could drop anything. Now she may not like that now, but when she wanted something, she was totally down with the idea.
Yep.
Oh my God, yes. Let's see. That's the image I want of her. And I need one of me accidentally climbing in a treehouse and being like, nope, the hell out of that. Like, no. Oh my God. I'm very amused. I'm going to read super chats in a few minutes though. If you want to.
All right. I'm going to go. I've got kids who keep rating me and they need things. So
it's all good.
I am going to go and take care of them.
Okay. All right.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your evenings.
I'm putting in, let's see, had the first person, that would be Lip, sitting in a giant tree house. And the second person, that would be me, climbing up a ladder and being alive and realizing it's a mistake. So, nope to that. All right, let's read some super chats while that's in the process. Laura, what's up, Laura? Drop that gifted membership. Thank you, Laura, for kicking it off there. Appreciate you. Appreciate that too. Love it. I still love the avatar side. I love it. Jag's mom. Hey, how are you doing, by the way? Hope you're doing fantastically. Thank you for the gifted membership. Appreciate that. Appreciate them always too, because they give to others. What's up, Britt? I love that. That's cute. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. Welcome to Tugs Thugs. Thank you for that. Fallen Hero. Thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you, as always, too, for being my friend. Very much appreciate you. What's up? What's up? And thank you. A year here. Absolutely. Well, it's been a year. I know it's crazy, isn't it? When you look at the timeline for all of this, it's like, wow, how long is this? It's a great picture. You all want to see the amazing treehouse pictures? This is how. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Here we go. Check this out here. Look at that in all its splendor. Nope. What's up? I've got this tree house and it's absolute no. No, you don't. But it's full of my love. No, I don't want any of that. You know. That and a pack of Doritos will give you indigestion. Yuck. Okay, let's continue. Joe, thank you for the 20 there for Poppy Seed Bagels. Man, you know, yep. You love them until you end up in the troubles. Elf Lock and Low dropped 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Elf Lock and Low. I'm looking at your avatar there too. Love it. Thank you. Jada. What's up, Jada? Always great to see you too. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. And like I said, the always happy, freaking just nice looking avatar. I love that. So it's 106 degrees here. I'm like, ooh, it's only midday. Oh, it's the hottest part of the day. It's still to come. Some parts of the day, 118. Please send cold. That's awful, Emma. That's awful. Thank you for the 29 months, and I am wishing you some cooler. That's rough, you know. Salty Dog, thanks for the 5. I was watching another channel, and your name came up, Tuck. There's a rumor going around that you're homeless. Just Jay, I know that monster. That monster, he's a doxer. Emma, thanks for the 2 there. I'm offended by your attempt at my accent. Good day, mate. I know it's terrible. And actually, any accent that I do is pretty horrible. The only thing I can do very well is I can do a Gollum. Like I said, that's about it. Mild pressures. I can get that one down, but anything that actually takes effort, no, not really. Meatball, thanks for the 2 there for a tarp for the box. I know you got to keep that box dry. I hear you. Thank you. Thank you for the 5 there too. Man, car payment. It's a down payment, man. We're getting closer to the real. That's what you need. Just Jay said it was car money for Fleesa not to have a car fund. That's right. The memorial for the car that never was. I really want a memorial for the freaking treehouse that never was. All you really need for that is you need a plaque that you can put on a tree. You know, you really just put it up there, you know, and you'll be like, here lies the treehouse that never was. It's all you need. You just hammer into a freaking tree, you know. I think that would be pretty amazing. Jack Miles, thanks for the 15 months. Rock the flea circus world with truth. That's right. Tug and Megan. Amen. And thank you. I have my favorites. Thanks for the this money does not come, not come from babysitting Jay, even though I should get paid. That's right, you should actually. This is because I feel bad he doped you. I know, what a monster. What a monster. But yes, you should be getting paid for that. That is a lot of work. Grand Veg Bees, thanks for the 5 there. Question. Is the blue bucket hooked up to the septic system? Is that why they're always digging all the holes? Maybe. One second, I got a call. Man, those drinks have been hitting me. You know, they've been itching my throat. It's like, ugh. Maybe that's what the problem is, you know? That's a good question. Slider, thanks for the 10 there. There's not a statement, but man, it's probably offending Aussie statement. I'm sure. Thank you. Isha, thanks for the 10 there. Instead of getting a car, get an e-bike with a seat on the back for Bug. She would probably like that, to be honest. She'd be like, heck yeah, take me on a ride. Sheila, thanks for the 10. I got my check from Jeremy Hales. Use your car money, not for fleece. That's right. Amen. Man, thank you. Thank you for Jeremy for making those payments today. Helen, thanks for the 8 there toward the binge of shame. May I have a birthday song, please? Yes, indeed. I'm happy birthday for sure. Here we go.
Happy birthday.
I'm glad it's
From
all
both of us to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday. We love to have you here. Happy birthday. Here's to another year.
And thank you again. Appreciate you there. Maybe not. Hey, I hope you've had a grand birthday, by the way. I hope it's been a great one. And love and props to you. Maybe not asked for the non-goal. Well, we have definitely, when I said double, we have doubled plus a bit. So that's good. We hit the non-goal for sure. Slider also said, Tug, your Aussie accent is so bad. You need to visit. I do. Actually, you know, I've always wanted to visit Australia. I always thought it would be fun. I've never been there. So I've always thought it would be a fun place. And as I get older, I keep thinking, man, I would love to move somewhere amazing. You know, I do. I keep thinking that. I've been talking about it lately. But, you know, as you get older, it's like, gosh, I'd love to move somewhere that's just, I don't know, just different and interesting. Bradley, thanks for the 5 there, for the car fun. Some keychains, if you want them. There we go. Indeed. Thank you. Carol, thanks for the 2 there. Lisa bought a car a few months ago. It slipped out, Lisa. Yeah, so that's really weird. So that's what I thought I heard, that she had bought a car before, and then she was asking for more car down payment. So it was a very bizarre little thing. People were talking about all of that. How, you know, she wanted a car down. Again, it was such a bizarre little thing too, and it kind of showed with the ecosystem. They didn't seem very down with the tears and the other stuff. They're also probably feeling a little bit exasperated. I imagine, like, if it were you and you were over there and you had just a few days before heard about how Lisa had been epically betrayed, you know, oh my God, it was such a terrible thing. And then you turn around in the same live stream and you hear about how actually it was all a plot, you know, it was a plot to play people. I would think, you know, being the people that got played in the audience, I would think they wouldn't be very thrilled. But hey, what do I know, right? Emma, thanks for the 2. Still love you, but still your own accent. Stick to your own accent. Yes, indeed. Yes, you were like, I meant stick to your own. Yep, I knew what it was in there. I could. Yep, indeed. I know it does kill me. When I watch a movie, I'm sure it kills people that where, depending on where you live, when someone adopts an accent, they're terrible at it. I'm like, man, why don't you just hire some Southern freaking actors? And one of the things that really bothers me Always has. It's like Silence of the Lamb. I like the movie, right? But that Southern accent is so awful sounding. It's so bad, it sounds like this. It doesn't. It sounds like you're channeling your inner Forrest Gump or something. That's not Southern, man. Clear as mud. Thanks for the to top up. Screen washing the non-car. There we go, man. I get that. Got to dump it up. Beautiful. Love it. What's up, Max, man? Appreciate you, my friend. I have been, by the way, I need to catch up all messages and stuff. I've been just going for the last day. So I need to check and see if anybody's messaged or anything. If I haven't caught all your messages, apologies. Bug Naked, thanks for the 5. Brokenhearted, because Jeremy called paracord. I work so hard to get that. I don't. Oh, with are you talking about you worked hard to get some of that? I don't know the background of that one. I'll have to note it though. I'll have to say Jack Miles, thanks for the 2. Bring on Jeremy. Yes, I didn't know he wanted on, but yes, we caught him there. I'm glad to. Sue also noted, hey, Doug Jeremy wants to come on and talk about the treehouse. Yeah, he's always invited to come on, by the way. If he wants to come on and talk about something like that. That treehouse, I'm telling you, I cannot believe not just it was insane. Jeremy needs to put out the pictures of it and stuff because it's so funny. I mean, it is so funny because you've got this tree. I mean, it's obviously not his, and he's like, hey, I built this thing. I mean, some of it is so funny. Some of those emails are just the funniest things I've ever read. And I loved it. But yeah, thank you also, Andre, with that too. Deb noted that as well. Thank you. Thank you for the 8 months too. Appreciate that. Yeah, Jack's mom, thanks for the additional 2. Need a popsicle tree house and a pear tree. There you go. Indeed. Thank you. Joe, thanks for the 20 there for the treehouse of solitude. That's what we need. We need a brand new one. AKA the cat lady. Thanks for the 2. Does this mean Fed 2 is on lock on these people? Is a lock on these people? Well, I mean, they definitely, the people that are in there, you never know, honestly, but they just keep giving more and more information. So at a certain point, you go from, I guess I go look at every case like this. I have heavy doubts. Like, I look at it like all cases are going to fail. Honestly, I'm very pessimistic with cases. These they have. You have enough information that maybe we will go forward and see this. And I've been feeling more and more on that. But again, I try not to get my hopes up too high in lawsuits either. I've seen a lot of. I do feel very good about where Fed 1 is. Fed 2, like I said, it's in that place where you just don't know yet. It's crazy that it's been there that long too. And then there are other elements that, like I said, they're wild cards. You just don't know. I would say if it were in Graves Court, someone like that, I'd be like, yeah, I think it would be a massive, but there's some people that seem to allow a lot of nonsense too. So we'll see. We will see how it goes. Hopefully they've been paying attention to all of the nonsense and all of the not been served, flaunting it and all of this just to show who these people are as well. Lord, thanks for the 5 there for Tug's boxcar. That's what I need. I need a boxcar. Actually, I think that would be cool, to be honest, to have a box car. I think it would be amazing. I could link it up with look at that. Put a box car in there. It'd be great. I love it. I like that. That was a Kendra. Thanks for the 10 there. I can't wait until Jeremy can say checkmate and win this chess game. And, he's out fight. What's funny is these idiots, they think that they're winning a lot of times. Like when they do stuff, again, when they go and spin it after the fact, like I said, Libs definitely sold them out. when you're sending recordings of people and you're sending recordings of your own like your spouse, and I mean just wild stuff, and then you're following that up later on being like, no, I didn't, it's, again, you can tell when you look at it and how it played out. You could absolutely tell it was legit. At first I thought the same thing. I thought, man, this is nonsense, this is fakery. But you could tell that Lips thought that she could manipulate her way out of litigation. She went out for herself. She thought she would manipulate Jeremy. She thought that she would serve up 2L, and she would serve up all of the ecosystem, and that would get her out of trouble, because it probably always has, And then she would try other stuff. I felt like too, again, in some of the wording you saw, plus again knowing some of the other stuff, again, not saying, I'm making that clear, but just knowing a little bit about what kind of stuff she was sending. I also think that the obsession may be quite real. I mean, I think she really was obsessed with him, and thinking, I don't think it's as much about the person, and it's more about what they offer, what they have. I mean, right now, Lips is looking at having nothing, her homes and everything of them crashing down around her. She's got all these problems. So she may be looking to trade up. She thought, man, this guy right here, I can totally go over on him. It's probably what it was. Just Jay, of course, is like, I think the Lips videos are terrific, to be honest. I think they're funny. Personally, I'm of the opinion they are funny. They are my entertainment. All of it is. They're just a bunch of idiots and wackos. So thanks for the 10 there for your imaginative car. Go for a ride. Heck yeah. Get that imagination in overdrive. Love it. What chicken butt? I love it. Thanks for the 5 there. I can't believe it. We are witnessing the start of idiocracy in real life. Yes, indeed. If you go back and watch Idiocracy, it really, people say that feels like a less of a comedy and more like a blueprint for, for current year. It really does. It's wild. Carol, thank you for the membership. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. Welcome to Tugs Thugs. Appreciate you. Thank you for that. Suzanne, thanks for the vibe there. Very much enjoyed the visit, Mr. Coops, today. Oh yeah, that was a good stream. It absolutely was. I thought it was good to see there. It also it confirms some things that people knew existed. Like I said, it feels like lawyer tactics a lot of times with the way certain things come up. These people, they play a game, and they're going to play it a certain way. Like Lips was going to try to run back to them. They were all going to try to be like, haha, we played everybody. They were going to do this stuff a specific way, because that's how they always do, Then you lock them down and you show, you're like, oh, well, no about that. It's beautiful stuff. Something to bark about. What's up? Something to bark about. It's good to see you. Like I said, love that freaking avatar. Dropped 5 giftos. Thank you for that. Something to bark about. Check out Something to Bark About's channel too. Appreciate that. Rio, right? Thanks for the 5. All humor aside, this woman's seriously mentally ill. It's quite painful. This person unravels. She's a danger to herself and everyone else. Yet, unfortunately, she has. Part of it is mental illness. Part of it is personality. And part of it is the fact that this is always, it's a blueprint that has always worked for her in life. She's always been able to manipulate. She's always been able to threaten. And at a certain point, you just stand up to it and you're like, no, I'm going to deal with it. You're not going to be able to, at the end of this, claim, oh, well, it's a manic phase, or, oh, I have this issue or that issue, or, oh, I'm going to flatter or sexualize. No, none of that. None of it works. At the end of the day, she was offered an out. She was offered an out. Now, like I said, the out has to come, though, with placating every insane thing. She's going to, anytime something comes up, she's going to take offense. She's going to get mad about it. And after a while, it's just, again, it's sad to see people that have issues there. At the same time, she understands right from wrong. Her husband is, he's right there with this stuff. He's watching it. He's not like, yo, you got to stop. That's wild to me. Sandra, thanks for the 5. I'm running behind you. Not to get any more Aussie bucks from you actually want some more of that awesome accent, right? Those are accent bucks. That's what that is. That's not Aussie, that's accent. More accent for 5. Suzanne, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Also, you pointed out here, yeah, teacher, yes, that teacher created fake obituaries. That's right. When her students search her name, they find her picture. Can you imagine that? One day, her students, they go online, they're looking around, and they find her obituaries online. Now, they claim these again on multiple random, random people. It was mostly the people who thought they'd stumbled on it first, and they were the ones that noted it publicly first. But there were a bunch of people that were watching it too. And then you had people, when they stumbled across, they were like, is this real? And they brought it up. And like I said, I was very curious when that was brought up, whether or not, like how that would play. I wanted to see what the, it's bait and what the trap was. And sure enough, they tried to be like, oh, they created this to harass Leslie. And then that became actually she did it. And then reasons. But honestly, that's the kind, she sent it to her family to torture them with too. To pretend. She sent it under sock puppet accounts, fake obituaries, to torture her family, to make them think that she had passed away too. Think about that. It's crazy, isn't it? Such nuts. Cindy, thank you for the tune there. This should get you a Charger. That's right. Big jelly, Lisa. I know, man. I'm going to be driving around in my Charger. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. Clarence, thanks for the 5. Close-up analysis of the text timestamp in Felice's post shows a pixel or 2 deviation from the real timestamps above. Strong indication that it was altered. Well, I've done that before. I've played around looking for cuts on that. I'm going to go through and really give it a good once over just to see. That's a good observation. I'll check it out. Tracy, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate you. It's great to see you, as always, too. Thank you. Ante, what's up, Ante M? Thanks for the 10 there. Have you seen that video clip of Lips saying that she files it? Yes. So I put that one up on Facebook. If somebody hasn't seen it, go and look under TAD Guy. 2 names. Tad is the first name. GUI Guy is the second name. But look it up. I put it on there. I sped it up a little so it's not 40 seconds you have to watch. It's about 20 seconds. But it's very well worth seeing because she's admitting that she files fake lawsuits. So yes, that's actually a good notation there. And again, people should check that out. Maestro, thanks for the 2. Hey, Tug, Megan, check out email titled Treehouse Fun. Oh, I'm going to see that. Let me check it. Give me a second. Let's see. Treehouse in the fun forest. Treehouse fun. Let me look here. I see it there. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'll show that, but I might get beat up. Oh, poor Jeremy, man. I mean, seriously, like she was like, take me out to this. And yeah, that pay too seemed rather crazy. Let me see. Teachers salary, Florida. I mean, that is a wild $70,000 too. because, the average salary list for about 53 to 55. And the top earners, the top 10%, are 67,000 and above. Now, again, I realize that area can also bring that in, but it does seem a little wild, doesn't it? That math is crazy, isn't it? Emma, thanks for the 2. We do a day, month, year here in Australia. Oh, that's true too. Yeah, we wait. Do you do a day, month, year? No. That's how we do it here. We do like May 15th, 2005. It would be 5/15/2005. That's how we organize it here in the U.S. as well. I can never remember who all does that and who does there are so many differences in measurement dates. How we measure time, how we measure whatever. It's crazy. SF, aka SF. I love that, by the way. Thanks for the 10. I do like that. That's funny. Why do people make reports to government agencies complaining that people are making false email accounts and such against them? There are agencies that can track down their own email accounts. Yes, that's true. They can very much do that. Well, the thing too is that she has tried to weaponize all types of resources. She's tried to weaponize the police against us. She has lied in those. She has tried to weaponize the FBI, admittedly, multiple times. She has tried to weaponize the court systems against us. After a while, again, you would think her, if nothing else, you would think the people around her, like her husband, would be like, this is not good. Like, all you're doing is bolstering these people's cases. Again, vexatious litigation too. It's about the number of cases that you bring up and you drop. I mean, it's pretty clear cut. One second, I got called. It's pretty clear that she meets that criteria and surpasses it. So for them to be like, oh, that's just garbage. No, it meets it. Again, she's also, like I said, she's trying to triple dip on certain people too. She thinks, again, she sued, dropped, sued, dropped again, and now she thinks she can take a third bite of an apple with some garbage bunk lawsuit. So you do that. Again, it's yet another reason for dismissal. And on top of that, reason for somebody to be like, hey, I'm countersuing you. I'm going to make sure to take your future if I can. If I can take your present, I'll take your future. Travis, thanks for the 10 there. I think she's crazier than me, but honestly, because I love this community. My dad has cancer surgery Monday. Man, I'll keep that in mind, brother. I will. I'll keep that in mind, and I'm mentally off. One second, I got a call. I got health complications, so I hate thinking I may die before my dad. It's, I get like that. I worry. First of all, there are things we can't control, man. Health-wise, we enjoy the time that we have with people, and we can't, we can't have this fatalistic outlook. And the reason that it can't be like that is because we're worrying about something, again, we have no control over. Like, I worry about, with all this health problems and stuff, I worry. I have a little kid, and I'm like, oh my God, and I have to really pull myself out of that, because I spend time just giving into something that, like I said, I can't control. And it wraps you around it and around it, and with everything else going on too, man, it makes it rough. Hey, kiddo. It's like I got a cough again. Hey, what you doing, kiddo? Oh, you trying on a new shirt?
I tried on a shirt.
I like your shirt. That's cute. Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna wear it tonight.
Oh, you're gonna wear your big pajama clothes? Yeah. Your onesie? Yeah, that's cute too.
Yeah, I like this one to go to sleep and wear different clothes when I'm awake.
Yeah, we'll go have fun in that for a little while. Okay. Why don't you take that and set it out where you can find it? Okay.
Like in my room?
Yeah, just set it where. Are you cleaning, by the way? It is cleaning time. If you're awake, you're cleaning. Are you really tired?
Yeah, I'm going to sleep.
Oh, okay. You're going to sleep. All right. That's what I figured. You were really tired. Well, Go get in your onesie then. You know, that's a cute outfit that you got on right now, though. That's very cute. You should save that for going somewhere. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You should set that unicorn shirt aside and save it for tomorrow. Love you, kiddo. Excuse me, I had to call again. Lord. But Travis, man, love to you, brother. You know, you come here, scoof off, brother. You know, have a moment. You know, lay down what you can here. And I realize, like, you know, I don't mean to ever minimize when I say stuff like that either. You know, because it's difficult, I know. But that's one of the reasons that we can do what we do, because it does give everybody, including us, you know, we have stuff going on too. It gives us a minute to just laugh at the stupid people, you know, and it really is kind of just a moment to sit and if not to lay everything aside, to lay things aside for a minute, you know. But anyway, let me make sure. And again, Travis, love to you, brother. You know, because I know you've gone through a lot. I understand. Like I said, I really understand the outlook of worrying. I feel like that all the time. I worry about all kinds of crazy stuff, and I have to stop myself. It'll spin me up, you know, and I'll sit and I'll pace. I pace and I pace and I pace, which actually I'm fat right this second, so it's not bad that I walk, but you know, it's not good for you. So finding something to take you out of that place, you know, even briefly, it's good. But find other things that, man, you know, that you can do to take your mind where it needs to be for a few minutes. Again, I realize that you have these things going on and they're huge, but you have to have a moment, like just something where you can take your mind off of it. And love to your dad too, brother. You know, love to you as well, man. But I'm going to end here. I'm going to redirect you folks to the shiz tomorrow. It'll probably be an interesting day tomorrow. I'm feeling it. It's going to be an interesting week period. So anyway, peace to y'all. I'll see you.